Now, I'm a massive believer in a really good breakfast. Now, it takes me back to when I was just a kid living on the dairy, and we would have to go to the fridge, cut the cream out of the bucket of milk and get a ladle to get our milk out for our cereal. So this is one of my favourite cereals, Bircher Muesli, and it's really easy. It's just about putting everything into a jar, container or a bowl, letting it set overnight and come back and just hoe into it. So what we've got here is some rolled oats. It's about 250 grams, and we're just going to add what we want to it. You can add anything to it, but I've got some orange here, which I've just chopped up. I've got some green apple, which is quite acidic, which is great for this because you want a little bit of tartness to it. So I've just grated that green apple, throw that in. For a little bit of texture, I've got some dried cranberries. Now, they might be dry now, but by the morning, they'll soak up all that moisture and they'll sort of be nice and plump. So we've got the cranberries there. We've got some slithered almonds. These are quite thick, which I like. Nice and sort of toasty. You can see that beautiful brown on them. So we're going to add that. And we've got some cinnamon here, some spice. You can add some nutmeg too if you like, or even some cassia bark. Just going to sprinkle that over the top. And now for all our liquids. So we've got some full cream milk. Just pour that in. We've got some orange juice. About 100 mils of orange juice. You could use apple juice, you could use grapefruit juice, you could use anything you like actually. Now we've got some Greek yogurt. Put it in there, and some creme fraiche. That's quite thick and rich, which I love. Some beautiful honey. I like it nice and sweet, so I'm going to add about 100 grams of honey. This is actually honey comes from my gardener who does Chiswick, Peter Hatfield. Squeeze of lime, just for that acidity. Beautiful juicy limes. I'm actually growing these in the backyard. I'm just going to mix that all around. Once that's all mixed, basically what we want to do is let it sit in the fridge and just let those oats absorb all those beautiful flavours. I've kept a few almonds for later, just for garnish, and I've also got a rhubarb and apple compote. You could use anything, you know, stone fruit compote, any sort of stewed fruits. Stewed peaches would be great, but it's apple and rhubarb season. Right, so you can either cover... Perfect timing. Just get this. Hello?
Hey guys, got a small parcel here for Matt Moran.
Mate, just leave it up the top, I'll open the door. It's what happens when you cook at home, isn't it? You know? Everything happens all at once. So you can actually cover it in your bowl, put it in the fridge, tomorrow morning, serve it up with a bit of compote, and then you have your beautiful Bircher Muesli. I've got one that I actually did last night, and I'll serve it up for you now. So as I said, I've got a Bircher Muesli that I did last night, ready to go, and you can see how thick this has got. It's just that beautiful creaminess that you expect with a Bircher Muesli. So one big spoon, right in the middle. Now you've got to remember, Bircher Muesli's got everything you want, so you don't really need to put a lot on top of it. We've got some beautiful compote sitting on top, and you don't really need to add anything more to it. Just some beautiful nuts for decoration. And there you have it, my dairy breakfast Bircher Muesli.